So before that, we all know that we all have experience on Java, on C, C++, shell script, or any other programming language. And these programming languages, like they have some or other the concepts and the terminologies are same in most of the programming language. The major thing which comes is about the difference. Okay, is about the difference of the syntax and the few of the other logics and these things. But apart from that, whatever the programming logic or whatever the code logic you have to write, that remains the same, and just you have to follow that particular syntax and you can use that. So Python is also one of the programming language which is basically the open source language. With open source, I mean that it is a language which comes like free of cost. There is no cost involved to download this language, to download this Python, as well as there's no license or something which has to be like integrated with this. Apart from that, Python is Python is both a general purpose programming language as well as a scripting language. Now, what do I mean by general purpose programming language and scripting language means? The general purpose or programming language means that you can use Python for your web development, for your full end-to-end development. Like you use your Java, you use your C or other languages. Similarly, you can use Python for your programming, like end-to-end programming, like when you are doing a web development. So whatever the front-end code you have written, the front-end code you can write in HTML, CSS and all this. And in backend, instead of JS or JavaScript, you can use the Python as a backend language or the server side or client side language. Now, the other part is the scripting language. So scripting language means that you when you write scripts, so you don't write the end-to-end program or end-to-end automation. What you basically do here is that you write a small function. Okay, you write small functions, small snippets, and you can reuse those snippets in your other code as well for the script. So let's say that if you are doing some task to perform a cleanup activity of any particular folder or any particular directory, or let's say you are doing the cleanup of a logs, so you will write a small script rather than writing the entire end-to-end development code for that. So that is basically the scripting language. So Python is both. It can be, you can use it as a programming language as well as you can use it as a scripting language. Now we see that it is an interpreted language also. So before like going with the going on the exact definition, I would like to tell that what all are the what all are the features, kind of, you can say that for Python. Now, interpreted language means that when you compile the code or do the code, so there are two things. Like one is the compiler. With the help of a compiler, you compile the entire code, which basically compiles or which basically executes your entire code, and at the end you get the all the list of the errors will be listed. Whereas, but when any particular language is an interpreted language, then what happens that each and every line of a program will be executed, and the particular line, if it has any error or some other syntax error or any other errors, so your program will halt at there only. Okay, it will stop at there only. It will not go to the next line, or the compiler will not read the next line. So interpreted means executing the code line by line. And if at any line you are getting the error, it will stop there itself and will tell you that, okay, there is the error, go and resolve this so that it can move to the next line. That's a great feature of a Python, because if you get if your entire code is executed and you get list of 10 errors, sometimes it's become very difficult to understand that which line is causing the error, or at which due to which other line or due to which other things if you are getting the errors. So due to all these reasons, interpreted language is good, and as you get you know exactly that at what line the error has been occurred. So we can define Python as Python is a general purpose programming language as well as a scripting language. Okay, it is an open source language, has a large open source community. If you have any questions, any doubts, sometimes when you are doing and you want to, like, there are a lot of communities where you can get the answers for your queries. Now, as your other languages like Java and C++, they are based on the OOPS concept or object-oriented programming language concept. So similarly, Python also works on the object-oriented concept. What do I mean by object-oriented is that everything in Python is treated as object. Means for everything at the backend in Python, classes are written. And when you write a class is what? Class is a blueprint of your object. So all the objects will be created for each and every class.